Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I'll share this link and we'll get started here in just a minute. Pretty choppy day today. Well, we'll just give about a few seconds here for people to join and we'll get started. All right, as always, this will be recorded. I will post the recorded link after I'm done here. We'll get through this really quickly as we had gone through yesterday in detail. So as you can see, we had this roughly 390 as our resistance, and we could not make it above that. We briefly went above that today, but it was a false breakout, and we closed below that today. Would really like to see this tomorrow get above 390, but looks like, it's probably going to be a consolidation till Fed Chair Powell speaks again on Wednesday, along with the GDP numbers coming out too. Tomorrow we have consumer goods numbers, so let's see what they come out as well. That comes out at 9 a.m. EST. So, not necessarily this is bearish. Consolidation is good if we need to make another move to the upside. The next support we have on this one is around 385 and then 382, which is your 9 EMA as of today. So keep an eye on this 390 tomorrow. If we can get above that tomorrow, we will head back up to this 395 area. So 390 is your key number on SPY. Head to the tech world. Tech world did the same thing. As you can see, our resistance was 295. We briefly went above that and then slammed it down after that. It was kind of very odd day today. It was a mixture of the calls and puts, so it was really hard to find the direction on it. But a lot of stocks are still holding above the 9 EMA, which is good news. So even the SPY and the Qs are above 9 EMA, so that is also good news as well. So your key number on your Qs, which is your tech world, is 295. Above 295 will go up and fill this gap. 300 is going to be a big resistance. Tesla closed right at the support level right here. We have at 735 area. So we'd like to see if it can open above that today. It was pretty strong today compared to the overall market, but it was playing in a small range, so couldn't do much here. Would really like to see if it can come test this, lower 700s right here on 710-ish. Would be a good pickup for Tesla, and with your stop below 700. This still stays good. Let's see if we can close above 740. I would go long on Tesla above 740, but need some volume. Amazon, I hope this trade idea worked out for you guys. We did play this in the room today. It broke 116. We got puts. We played very small on this one today because it was very volatile for some reason, and then at the end of the day, it dumped. But still, this head and shoulder is staying true. We might see this form and come back down and might break it. So 116 is your key level still. Above 116 again on Amazon, I think we see more upside. But as long as it stays below 116, it is bearish. Google. I actually like Google where it is right now. If we can hold on to this 2295 to 2300 area tomorrow, I might pick up calls on this one tomorrow and keep my stops really tight below 2295. I like what it's doing here. Usually the W formation is a bullish sign. Today, as you can see, it rejected right at our resistance level right here around 2370. So that is your key resistance and your support at 2295. So keep a close eye on this one tomorrow. It might run towards the split if the market cooperates. We had a trade idea on Baba. We played this one as well in the room today. As you can see, 120, we set short around 120 and it worked out pretty well. It closed around 118.70. The lows were 117.88. So again, this purple line is really, really big resistance, guys. That's your 200 SMA. Above that, I think Baba is going to get a huge run. But before that, it would be really nice if it can come a little bit to the downside right here, test this area, and then go up. Would be really bullish. There's a gap right here. It needs to be filled. So if it can fill this gap, it would be very bullish for Baba. And Chinese names are still looking pretty strong. So keep a close eye on these. As you can see, the sell volume was not a whole lot today, and it stayed strong, pretty good all day. The other one I'm watching very closely, and it had a very, very nice flow today, was Meta. That's your old Facebook. We are already in this. We did take some profits already, but I'm still liking this position. They are buying very hefty on 175 and 180 calls for this week and July 15th. So keep a close eye on this Meta. As long as 166, guys, 166 breaks that, that's your stop. You can still get into this Meta position. I would buy 2 weeks out, at least 2 weeks out on this one, 175 or 180 calls with a stop below 166, because it has gaps to fill right here at 175, and after that, it can head up to 180s. PayPal, I'm still liking this position. As you can see, we're going to stay long as 75.50 holds on this one. Break below that, I believe it will touch this trend line right here and head back up. I think these are just consolidating right now, and same goes with the Square too. Square has a very similar chart. PayPal, and you can try some August or September calls if you are working and you need some time to swing it. And keep your stops really tight below 71.50. The next one I'm watching here is trade idea on NVDA. NVDA tried to break above this resistance today, but this chart reminds me of Baba a whole lot. If you guys remember from previously, Baba was doing the same thing. This is a very similar setup right here, what Baba did right about here. Okay, so it is a very similar setup with this one and NVIDIA. Keep a close eye on that one because they were buying the weekly 180 calls on NVIDIA and July 15th 180 calls on NVIDIA. So again, above 171 on NVIDIA, this is going to have a nice run. We do really need semis to be strong in this market for market to be bullish. So I am watching this one very closely. And we had one request on Snap. Snap is holding above this 9 EMA, but your bigger resistance is around 1587, which was your high from previous year. It has a huge gap to fill at 21. So, I mean, right now, if you're long, I would hold on to it as long as 1350 holds. But if 1350 breaks, I would be out of that position. All right, folks, this is all I have for today. I will see you all tomorrow. If you guys have any requests, go ahead and post it whenever I post the live link, and I will go through them on our live video. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. And again, just a reminder, tomorrow we have the consumer goods number, and on Wednesday, Powell is speaking, and we have GDP numbers. All right, have a good one.